What's the mighty good word, party folk? It's your Maha High Priest. I'm up here on Wednesday. It's Mercury's Day, January 31st. Congratulations, Aries. We made it through January. I hope you had a wonderful beginning to your new year. All planets, well, at least the big planets, we're not counting asteroids, but we'll just say the big planets are all moving ahead. All the personal planets are moving ahead. We've got Neptune, Saturn moving forward in Pisces. We've got Uranus and Jupiter moving forward in Taurus. And we've got Mars, Venus, and Mercury all stacked in Capricorn. And we now have the Sun and Pluto moving forward in Aquarius. Voila! Happy Aquarius season to you, Aries. This is a Aries Sun, Moon, Rising collective reading. Regardless of whether you have a distinguished Aries placement in your natal chart, this may still resonate with you. I hardly recommend. I hardly do have recommendations, y'all. But when I do, I recommend the collective readings. Especially the last Leo reading. That seems to be very significant in the readings as of late. Anyway, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Aries Magicians, Aries High Priests, High Priestesses, Aries Kings and Queens. This is your highest, most royal, empirical court. We love to see it. I'm your effervescent, fleeting, slow flowing these days. Hibernating mercurial gesture with your divine messages for your inspiration, your spiritual exaltation, and your human evolution. What's good, Aries? Let's bring a little bit of order. You are the Emperor. Okay, I've got these really interesting cards here. I was actually drawn to the Wild Unknown Alchemy Oracle deck. And so one of the cards that I was studying for you or meditating on for the Aries Collective is Calcification. Calcification. Very cool. Do you see the flame in the middle? Okay. Do you see the birds? Anyway, I was pointed to the Major Arcana card number 20, Judgment, which I know has that flavor, it has that, like, you know, in a way it has that awe-inspiring quality, but it's that awe-inspiring quality of like, oh crap. Anyway, it does reference the head, right? Judgment card reference the head, which Aries, you are like, more appropriately, Aries rules the body, but Aries specifically rules the head, the crown, the top, the skull, and, you know, so I thought this was really interesting to look at from the Radiant Wilds Tarot deck, the Judgment card being like the Rook, the Emperor, the King, and you naturally trying to win at a game or trying to make a move. And that's exactly what has been going on for the Aries Collective, regardless of whether it's a real three-dimensional move, which I do see for a lot of you. It also is a very spiritually spiritual ascension type of quality, in that you may not have all the tools, you may not have everything at your disposal, or like things may not be easy to grasp or to hold on to, especially like maybe considering finances for some of you. There may be that may be one of the reasons that you're being held back. And so essentially we're looking at that in this reading is how to convince you to move forward so eloquently, regardless of whether, you know, you do have the tools, the privilege, the money, the time, the reasons why, there's still something that beckons you to release, right? With the calcification card, it's, you know, you've been held, not necessarily held back, but you've been held down. So you rise, you're now rising above it. And that's the essential message from my meditation, is regardless, you must rise, you must go, you must flow. You have made a great decision, and it's time for you to actually move towards it. Even if you are being held back, how can you find inspiration to allocate what needs to be moved here, moved there? Who do you need to call on for assistance, whether spiritual or real person in your life? Things like that, okay? Thank you so much, Aries, for joining us. I've been very, very slow, like somewhat in a detox phase, somewhat in a hibernation phase, somewhat in a slow moving, slow living phase in the last 1 to 2 months. So I'm coming back to it. I just want to warn you, like yesterday, I forgot to give Capricorn their intro, which I don't think the Capricorns care. They want the message, don't they? As do you. But just a fair warning. Thank you so much, Archangels, Spirit Guides of the highest light. Can we have a card for the Aries Collective? I have here the Wild Mystic Oracle card deck. There we go. Thank you so much, Angels of the highest light. Oh, family, cool. Yes. And the seahorse is attributed to Capricorn normally, right? So this is a very Cancerian and Taurus vibration here. But it refers to movement, right? Where you have been sort of feeling that stuckness, that groundedness. Now it's time for you to acquire and to dismantle that fixed state, to acquire the tools that are needed to move ahead, to make the jump. You've declared that you want to go somewhere. You've declared that you want to take a certain program. You've declared that you want to run with an idea to possibly explore it over the next few years. So this is great for you. You're meant to go down that route. You are meant to shed away from this old way of life. By the way, freedom at the bottom of the deck. Freedom, okay? So you are, so the card, the Judgment card comes with the qualities of air, fire, water, okay? So you've been given the push from air as far as like the inspiration. You've declared that you want to go, so that's the fire. And now how do you flow? That's the water. So don't forget those three elements. There's something else I want to tell you. I will read this before I end your reading after. But for now, I like to just kind of like intuitively read it, right? But what I wanted to say is that the song, I don't always get songs, but sometimes I do. Yours is what is it called? Oh, Sheila. So Aries, yeah, you're ready for the world. You're ready for the new world. If you I'm sure you've heard it. I'm sure you've heard the song. Oh, Sheila by Ready for the World. Okay, it's an 80s song. I love it. Well, I won't say I love particular decades, but I actually do love the 70s and the 80s. There's a timeline like 75 to 85, or like 1971 to like 1989. I just love all the music from that, and get a lot of I often do receive a lot of messages from songs, but for the sign readings, I haven't really been picking up many. In your case, I did pick up, Sheila, right? So I just had the honesty card fly out of this personal values oracle deck that I developed by appropriating research from these New Mexico scientists, University of New Mexico research scientists, psychologists developed this values card, mostly used in psychiatric and psychology settings. So here we are. There's over 80 cards here, and they reference personal values. So I just wanted to check them out. Wow, look, family and family. So maybe it's family that's holding you back. Maybe you are realizing that this huge step in your life involves you like actually leaving your family for a period of time. And so that's the water element. Like, let it flow, let it out. Like, yeah, you will be sad. It will be scary to be without them, but you are meant to go. Wow, I have the monogamy card, the Libra. Like, it's time for you to move away and actually go. And you're meant to fall in love with you. You are the only one for you. You are the one for you. Go listen to that Sheila song. It's like, okay, don't place any gender on you, but you're the man for you. You are the woman for you, regardless of your gender, right? And you don't have to be either of those gender identities. That's the song. Like, you are the man for you. There's not someone for you right now. You are meant to like stand up for you and to really, so yes, so we're like, now I'm just kind of flowing, y'all. So please bear with me. I have cooperation, Aquarius, Jupiter, at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, you are being asked by the planets to like expand. Like this has a lot to do with your money, your actual values, and what you find valuable, and what you want to create in terms of how you bring value to the world. All of that is very significant. You're not meant to stay put right now. You will come back. You haven't lost your family. They are there. They will be maintained, but you will have to maintain that. You will have to maintain a lot of your friendships. But right now, you are meant to love you. You are meant to build this relationship with you. You are building a relationship with you. You're feeling a lot in terms more of like thinking. You're thinking more about everything, like your money and how you're going to basically, quote unquote, survive, how you can actually make the move and how you will survive over the time that you're working on something new. Whatever you have come to, you're looking at all the levels of being that has transpired in your life. So it's seeing all the levels, seeing all your experience, and then what that means for your next jump. I do see movement. I do see like separation, but this isn't a forever. It's not a permanent separation. It's like you love your family undoubtedly. It's just like, this is meant for you. This is something for you. And where we fight for those that we love, where we take on fights for those that we love, you're now taking on a fight for you. Okay, you're the only one for you, and you're meant for this. You're ready for the new world. Onward you go. You're on your way. And you will be back. Very different. Very changed. So, I don't know if I was talking about the Judgment card that obviously it does sometimes in readings mean like a passing, but it's not always about that. It's just like, this is a rite of passage for you. The less you wallow in this like grieving, in this mourning, and if you accept that you're not actually leaving your family, even though there may be physical distance between you and your loved ones as you venture out on this new, your secret is to maintain that posterity and movement forward, and do everything that you can to not be held back. Don't allow anyone to tell you, well, because you don't have the money, because you don't have the resources, or because you don't have the plan all laid out, then you can't go, you can't do it. Like, no, that should propel you forward, like even faster, right? That means to like go. The more people tell you not to go, the more that means go. Oy, thank you so much. So the cards flying out, that's part of me. That's part of me not like being really like restrictive, like I'm very flow. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you, Aries. I think it may mean a lot to you, like for you to flow, for you to let out all this emotional kind of grievance that you have. Let it flow, let it be messy. Don't worry about the cleanup. You will have time to clean up. Okay, yeah, Cancer, the Chariot. I don't want to put these back. I'm going to keep them. Your challenge is to flow. Your challenge is to flow. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Here's your mini cross. It's beautiful. With the Queen of Wands crossing you, okay? That's your challenge, okay? Your challenge is to go, to get ready to go, to do everything in your right, to move, to be ready to move right when the time comes. When the light turns green, you're gonna go. You're gonna fight for you. You're no longer fighting for others. So yes, that's the other aspect of where you stand, where you have been fighting, where you have been acknowledging everyone and everything around you. Now the Judgment card is asking you to acknowledge, what do you need to release as far as like where you stay stuck. So it's not about grieving for loss, it's grieving for actually moving, like where you have been not stuck, but where you have been stayed, where you have been put, where you have been experiencing. Now it's time to up and go. So it does involve you shedding away, but this removal process means attracting the new, right? And so that's your challenge, is like actually attracting the new and getting all your everything straightened out, right? I don't know where you're going. You're going on a trip. You're going on a program. You're going to learn some things. Oh, that's you, Aries. Queen of Wands. That's you. Maybe you have Aries in your chart. I'm sorry, maybe you have Pisces in your chart. Maybe you do have Cancer in your chart. Maybe you have Sagittarius in your chart. Thank you so much. Archangels, angels of the highest, spirit guides with the highest light, helpful ancestors. Oh yeah, the fall. You made this decision already. That's the other part about the head. The part about the judgment is that this is a decision that you've already made. Okay, so your spirit is ready to go. And what I mean by you've already made this, you could be conscious of it, or you could just barely be coming to see it in your or to it. You're coming to a decision, right? But this is something that your spirit has already, again with the judgment card, like this is already decided upon in the spiritual realm, in your spiritual subconscious, in your spiritual higher consciousness. Mostly I see spiritual subconscious, spiritual higher conscious. Okay, so now it's like, now it's just the reality. It's just you honoring like, oh, this is happening. Oh, Sheila. Sign of Pentacles. So I have here Saturn in Taurus. Okay. Yes, Sagittarius is here too. Okay, so Saturn in Taurus, 7 of Pentacles. Determine what is holding you back, okay? Once you release that, it will feel as if you are now going to obviously go without it, right? Once you get rid of something, it's like you got to go without it. But what I mean is, this is something that you don't want to go without, but you have to temporarily release it. Like say you maybe have to leave the family, and this is just like purely example, like say you are moving to like college, or you have to start a more like a program that requires more investment, like even going to a master's program or like a PhD program. These are all just like kind of the examples that I'm getting, and a lot of them I'm speaking about because of the Sagittarian quality. So it's like you're gaining something. It's like it is a promotion as far as like your education and your experience, or maybe like a career move. It could have a lot to do with education, and it could have a lot to do with you actually applying real gifts that you have, like natural talent that you have. And it doesn't mean that you're like this superstar. It could mean that you're a superstar, but what it means is like that you are the one for that, and you are meant to take that on. And so now, even though it may seem like you're going to go without something permanently, it's only temporarily, and this is a lot meant to allow you to expand. So there's that paradox within Saturn and Jupiter. Jupiter right now is in Taurus. This card is Saturn in Taurus, but Saturn in the sky is currently in Pisces. As I mentioned, Jupiter is in Taurus, so they're working together in this ebb and flow of like release the karma, because that's what will allow you to expand. So there's that contradictory sort of loss. Like, how can a loss be a gain? Well, it is in this case. And that's the beauty of the timeline right now. Again, with Temperance, this is what's on your mind, which is beautiful. I think I love to see this at the top. This is what's crowning you. This is God asking you. Again, can you bring balance to your emotional state? Can you bring balance to your mental state? Because I need you to move forward. I need you to slowly but surely move ahead, okay? So I have the Queen of Swords and the Princess of Wands. So yes, in order for you to move ahead, what needs to be cut out? just love how like this is a Libra, Virgo, and card, right? And we do have the last quarter moon in Scorpio. So you are gonna have to, I'm not saying you have to, but you're going to be involved in a lot of this moving of the emotions, like clear away a lot of your what's bogging you down, and then clear away a lot of this emotional need and desire to hold on, to not let go, to not let it pass, because that's what's going to allow you to clearly see what steps to take. So again, if you're without dinero, if you're without the money, like, yeah, like there's something about like releasing and crying and being, and like knowing that, wow, I'm going to be alone, when you're really not going to be alone. Like you will be surrounded by a lot of people. You will have that like, I do see you coming back to you, like and that's again what this is pointing to, is like coming to you, but like coming to the new you. It's like clearing out all these old emotions, but it's not even like these old emotions. It's like these emotions that want to stay grasping on to like what needs to be temporarily let go of, right? And then we have the high priestess, which it's card number 2, right? And when we break down card 20, judgment, it's 2 and 0, and like the 0 refers to the Fool, which is you. You're like the Fool, you're Aries, you're the Fool, you're starting anew. It's very Plutonian. It is rising. You're rising from the brink, the edge, the bottom of the tree, the subconscious rising all the way to the top. Okay, to manifest like you're a magician. The priestess of the silver star. Aries, I don't know about you, but like I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for what's to come for you. Again, focus on your emotional state, how that isn't allowing you to think clearly in the most basic way of interpretation, right? Because I'm not trying to water you down by any means, but what I do see here is that, thank you, Aries. What I do see here is that you're still a little bit bogged down. What's keeping you stuck, okay? These family cards, this monogamy card, is there some kind of reassurance that is still intact, besides me telling you that it's still intact? All right, so that was our Hermetic Tarot with your mini cross and your kind of basis, what's on your mind, recent past, and upcoming energy. And now I have Ethereal Visions Tarot, the Lunar edition, for the rest of your Celtic cross spread. Let's see here. So we just need 4 cards, right? And then we can get some clarity. Yeah, so you're now you're able to see ahead and that you are actually going to do it. So now, yes, get to planning, right? Simple as that. And this is an Aries card, right? This may be Mars or the Sun in Aries. I believe it is Mars, right? You're getting ready to leave. What you have now, it's worth it, but it's a temporary push for you to go. Okay, it's all the things like that. In the most basic way that I can describe it, it's like it's hard to say goodbye for now. There we go. Here you are, Jerry. We have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it could be like a family member. It could be like your father, or mom figure, where you're having that. It's difficult to separate for now, but remember, I keep getting the words temporary. It's not like you're leaving forever, right? Okay, so here, yeah. Perhaps you need to remind, and it's not that you need to, right? You may want to, perhaps, maybe, you may want to allow others to understand help others to understand why you're making this decision, because you're being looked at as like leaving good behind, but you know what draws you and why. Okay, you know that there are many options for you as you decide to go. It could involve flying over. It could involve media. It could involve like this gives me meeting new people, working with new people, making new friends. Yes, having to be frugal in a way with your energy right now, having to be frugal in a way with your money right now. None of this is meant to scare you. It's just meant to sort of define for you how others see you. And so if you care to explain to others, especially like this figure that wants to hold you behind or back, keep you back a little bit, maybe it is time for you to acknowledge that they may not understand you fully and completely. I have here the Seven of Cups, Scorpio card, okay? So this is what's coming up. This is what's coming up for you as we head into this last quarter moon, as we head into the last week of the new moon in Capricorn phase, as we encounter the dark of the moon prior to the lunar new year, prior to the new moon in Aquarius, okay? And then here we have an Aquarius card, Six of Swords in reverse. And then here we have the Four of Cups, a Cancer card. So it's like we're getting a lot of those fixed signs, and we're getting a lot of Cancer. Like, can you move away from the family? Can you move away from this family unit? You will make new friends. You are in line to this path because it's meaningful for you, for your career, for your line of work, for your duty. But now it's that not staying stuck, okay? It's like leaving for you, and it shouldn't be like you're mourning. It should feel, this is where I'm like telling you what to do now. I'm sorry, Aries. You should feel more excited. You should feel enlivened. It's okay to be sad, right? Let it out. This is the week for it. You're in good hands. You're in God's hands, by the way. You are a child of the universe, and you are a child of God. Okay, here you are. It's so beautiful to see you here, Page of Wands. It's beautiful to see you here, Aries, looking out. So you're telling me you're going. Wow, I didn't know I was going to talk for this long. Do I really need any more clarity here? Can we just get clarity on the Four of Cups and the Six of Swords? Can we get clarity on the Four of Cups? Ten of Cups. The Nine of Wands. I do shuffle these before. Eight of Cups, walking away. Wheel of Fortune, temporary flip of the switch, the star. Okay, you want to go there. You want to go towards your vision. Okay, right now, that's the block. It's just meant for you to do this temporary switcheroo that will actually involve you leaving. Okay, you declaring that you are leaving, that you're going to take this new project on for your fulfillment, for your, for the legacy, right? The Ten of Cups, the legacy. Thank you so much. Angels and spirit guides of the highest light. Can we just get more clarity on the Six of Swords? Three of Pentacles. Emperor. There you are, Aries. And the Ace of Cups. Wow, that's beautiful. So you're scared to go here. You're scared to go to your Ace of Cups. You're scared to go to your new job, your new program, your new order, okay, and your new line of work. You're scared to work with God. I don't think you are, Aries. But that's where you need to go, right? That's where you want to go to, and you want to go there happy. You want to go there ready. You want to go there enjoy. We've got a triple dipper for you there. What's at the bottom of the deck? Queen of Wands in reverse again. What do you need to let go of that's not helping you be in these spirits, these fun, fantastical spirits? We're just going to read the advice from the seahorse here. So this card is symbolic of family in its essence as an accepting and safe place full of allies, protectors, and friends. It does not dictate what a family should or should not be beyond a grouping where one can feel love. The seahorse card signifies unconditional love, affection, care, and safety. This card may also indicate nurturing, development, and acceptance. It is a healing card whereby others around you are doing the healing rather than you healing yourself. There you go. Others will heal from you, leaving for the meanwhile. So it is an act of defending those we love from harm and hurt and protecting them with love and care. It is also a potent card for fertility or symbolic of a new member of the family entering your life. Shadow reading. Though seahorses do not mate for life, they have been observed to create strong bonds between pairs working as a team to form the best start of their young. However, once their young are born, they turn their attention to the next cycle and the young are left to fend for themselves. The shadow reading of this card may be one of abandonment, rejection, or fierce necessary independence. How can you garner fierce independence without that abandonment, right? You're not abandoning anyone. You're not leaving anyone behind, okay? Flora is garlic, hollyhock, oak, and olive. Stones are pink carnelian, jade, and magnesite. Your spell work is blessings on children or unions, fertility, magic, or luck within adoption to encourage harmony within a family unit. Wow. I mean, this could be a whole other reading that's involved more in the love, the actual coming together of a loving union, but I see more ready to go as you make sure that your family is able to handle the situation of you leaving, and you acknowledging that you're not actually leaving permanently, you're just carrying on this legacy that you're meant to, okay? I honor you and I honor your path and your decisions, Aries. Please enjoy. I'll be back with more messages very soon. Take care. Enjoy.